So I asked Jaby Koay his favorite Indian films, and this is what he had to say.
I think RRR is too easy to jump to. So
If you don't know who Jaby Koay is, he runs the biggest reaction channel on YouTube covering Indian cinema. I actually got to sit down with him and do a podcast, which is available on the main channel. I'll put the link here, you can check it out. We talked about a lot of things, including films, and it's been some time since we recorded it, and I finally edited and put it out so you can enjoy that full conversation. But in this segment, I asked him about his favorite Indian films across different languages, and this was his response. If you can just talk about one best film from each region, if you remember. One of your favorites, not best, I would say. Like Badai, though, recent reaction, I actually really liked your reaction, which was fun. And I think you enjoyed the movie a lot.
I think RRR is too easy to jump to. So I'll
So let's
say
go language by language. Let's go language by language.
I'll try my best.
Hindi.
Hindi.
Yeah.
I for the longest time I was saying Bahag Milka Bahag. I
Yeah.
really, I'm kind of oscillating between that and what's it, Udam Singh, the one with Vicky Kaushal.
Yeah. Yeah. Sardar Udham. Yeah.
Sardar Udham. That movie made me feel things in a way that I didn't know was going to make me feel. Like it hit me really, really, really hard. But I think if I had to choose between those two to watch right now, it would be Bahag Milka Bahag, just because
Okay.
like it's an uplifting movie. It's not going to be like
Yeah.
me in
Yeah.
a puddle of tears because a bunch of people died.
What about best Malayalam film?
I haven't watched enough Malayalam films. All I can tell you is Kumbalangi Nights was like an
Yeah.
awesome movie. And so that would
Yeah.
be my default answer, but it's not really fair because I haven't watched enough Malayalam.
I would say that considering how much I know you, and maybe algorithm wise, the content doesn't work that well on the channel, but there are some really treasures in Malayalam that I think you would personally really love. So hopefully one day you'll get to that.
I also really
Uh,
liked Minal Murali, but that's
yeah.
a bit of bias because I have a friend that worked on it. So
Yeah. Telugu. Don't say Arara. You can
no,
say. You can say.
no. You know what's funny is I always confused Tamil and Telugu all the time.
Yeah.
I wrote down some things here in case we talked about this. Maybe the movie that impacted me the most was Jersey.
Okay.
But like, if I were to watch something, if I were to pick something to watch right now, it would be Saira Narasimha, just because I had so much fun
Okay.
watching it. Yeah.
That was very well made film.
24.
Tamil. Yeah.
Which region is Surya? Is he in Tamil or Telugu?
Tamil. Yeah, Tamil.
Gotcha. So Tamil, 24 is always gonna have a special place in my heart because it was the very first Tamil film that I watched.
Yeah.
It was the first Surya film that I had seen. It would either be it would either be I or Onion.
Okay.
But like, if I were to watch, if you were to tell me like, what do you want to watch right now, it would be in Theorin. Like,
Okay.
yeah,
Got
Rajnikant's
it.
first one, just
Yeah.
because like that was a lot of fun. That was like
Yeah.
whatever whatever Raw 1 did for me, the Hindi one, like that's what
Yeah.
Theorin did for me. It's the same kind of like, it's senseless but fun and interesting. And I don't know if
Yeah.
that makes any sense. It's just like it was a really really fun movie. I mean, at one point he's talking to mosquitoes. I'm like, what is this film? It's so bizarre. So
You have seen this, right? Iga?
I've seen Ego.
Iga, right?
I,
Yeah.
I like Ego quite a bit.
I don't know why you and I think you should go to Corridor. I think they should invite you for a Indian session of VFX or stunts. I think you'll give a lot of information. I'll write to them.
I've wondered why they didn't bring me on. But at a certain point, like I stopped caring about that stuff. Like as you saw how hard it is to get me to be on your podcast.
Yeah.
Like I don't care as much about that stuff as I used to. I used to care a
Yeah.
lot. Like why aren't they bringing me on? I should be on their channel. Like talking about Indian movies. But it's just like it's fine. I'm so preoccupied with so much shit. I'm just like it's fine. What are the
I
best
don't think
Kannada
you
films?
have. See, I think you have seen Kantara, you have seen KGFs. I don't think anything else than that.
I would not elect to rewatch either of those films immediately.
Okay.
Yeah. I've watched KGF too, and I was
So,
I was
you saw that in theater, right? If I'm not wrong. KGF 2?
yeah, all of them. Yeah.
Okay. So, I had a question that how do you decide which one to go to theater and which one to let's wait for the reaction?
These days I just try to wait to do it on streaming if possible, just
Okay.
because like I get to share the experience with my audience,
Yeah.
and that people
Yeah.
people are way more interested in that than the review. With Pathaan, it was one of those things where it's like SRK is back. I have to watch this. Like that's a
Yeah.
particularly special thing, and I'm glad I watched it in theaters because I also got the audience experience,
Yeah.
and it was the first time that it made sense to me that you had a shot with the hero shot with the
Yeah.
fans blowing on SRK and people are cheering, and I'm like, oh, that's. I'm like, why are they doing this in the movies for? It's so weird. But when you watch it in the theater, you're like, ah, I get it now. It's like a concert. It makes more sense. Pathaan was a really, really fun theater experience, you know?
Yeah.
Anyone who doesn't like that movie, I'm like, what were you expecting? Like, I got exactly what I thought I was going to get. Like, that was an awesome movie. It was so
I
silly.
think with its controversy also it became, everyone wanted it to work because of the controversy. So it was like their personal victory that the film worked because they love Shah Rukh and they want to support him.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think Hollywood with Marvel is getting to that point because I think recently someone Charlie Cox said that in No Way Home he was asked to take a pause before to say the dialogue because the audience will be cheering. So I'm like that comes close to what in mainstream Indian cinema we do. To take a pause, give a
I think that we need 2 editions of the movie then. Because,
yeah.
like, it doesn't make sense when you watch it at home by yourself. You're not
Yeah.
cheering. You're not cheering
Yeah.
for Andrew Garfield when he comes through that portal. Like, you're just watching a movie and he's like, why is he silent? Talk.
Yeah, and I think in Indian cinema, they just raise the BGM.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you
yeah.
have something going on.
Yeah.
If I miss any language, I think people will attack me. So Marathi, if you have seen any films,
I don't know if I've watched anything Marathi. Like, honestly,
Uh,
it's like, for me, it's more like, because, like, I knew when I was going to talk to you, you're going to want to know, like, the different things, right?
yeah,
But like for me, even though I know this is gonna piss some people off, it's like there's Hindi cinema and then there's South cinema, and I know
yeah,
that there is different regions. I know, believe me, I know,
yeah,
but it's like because there's so much to remember. I got okay, that's South, right? And then so I just kind of have it in those 2 folders of information in my brain.
yeah,
You know, there's when you watch as much as I do, whether it's a trailer or a movie or a show, both
yeah,
India and America, you're trying your best to have fast access. And it's like, okay, Bollywood, South, American, it's like it's easier. You know what I
yeah,
mean? And I
yeah.
know that
I
annoys
get it.
people, and I apologize.
I think you just trying is good enough. We don't want you to know exactly. No,
Yeah.
that's unexpected. You cannot have that expectation, but just trying is, I think, good enough.
I really like Super Deluxe.
Yeah.
I really enjoy Mani Ratnam's Eye. If that makes any sense. I like his
Oh, okay. As in,
his cinematography.
yeah, got it.
I don't know if I like his characters, but
Okay.
I like his cinematography. It's beautiful. Because every time I watch the movie, I've got complaints about the characters and the story, but I'm like, it's a beautiful movie though. So you said, Drishyam is Malayalam, right?
Yeah, Drishyam. Mohanlal one, right? Or Ajay Devgan?
The first one.
Okay,
Yeah,
Mohanlal.
yeah.
Yeah, got it. The Malayalam one, yeah.
Yeah, the Malayalam one. I didn't see the Hindi one.
Okay.
But I remember the first hour was like, I don't know where this movie's going, but the other 2 hours was interesting. So
Yeah.
I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the second one too.
I think the difference between the Hindi and Malayalam is that Malayalam just takes its time, breathe in. There's a lot of extra plot lines, whereas the Hindi one just directly gets to the point. Especially the second one, it just cuts the chase and it becomes an intense thriller. Unlike the Malayalam one, which is slow and you feel like, oh, these people are gonna get caught and that. Any other film?
Anything else I've listed here is probably strange to people. Like I really enjoyed Nani's Gang Leader.
Yeah. Oh, I love that film.
I
That
thought
is
that was
so
a lot
good.
of fun. I've wrote down Vikram Veda for some reason. I think that I was very surprised by how much I enjoyed that film because the beginning kind of threw me.
Yeah.
Like it's it's a weird tonally, it's a very strange beginning.
Yeah.
Because you see this cop murder this person. I think it was Armadavan, and then
Yeah.
then the second scene after that, he's in bed with this lady, and it's like this hyper romantic music, and I'm like, what is this movie? But then you're on this like cat and mouse chase for the rest of the film, and that's very
Yeah.
interesting. And Vijay Sethupathi is such a standout actor for me that I really enjoyed his acting and his performance and all that stuff. It was a lot of fun.
You didn't see the remake, right?
I haven't yet. I want to.
With
Though.
Ritik and all. Yeah.
I'd like to watch the remake, but I haven't had a chance.
Yeah, it'd be an interesting reaction, like you're comparing it and all. And I love you. Thank you for watching Ravan. I still remember. I think I was the one who recommended, and you said in the review also. Someone said, "I'll okay, I'll watch it," and you did. And I think you enjoyed it. If I'm not wrong.
Which one? Which one? Tell me the name.
Ravan.
Raw
Shah
one.
Rukh's-
Yeah, Raw
Ravan,
one. Yeah, Raw one. I loved it. That was great.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
Thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate your suggestion.
After this, you would know when this was recorded. It was a long time ago almost. But if you liked it, you can check out the full conversation here. We talked about the industry, where it's going, about YouTube, how he makes videos, how he decides what to react to and what not, about life, about relationships, about being happy in life. So you can check out all of that there. And if you want more such stuff, let me know in the comments below. And I will see you next time.